and click the subscribe button. Also, head over to soundcloud.com/3blackguyswiththemic and subscribe to our SoundCloud channel. And don't forget to rate and review us on iTunes or wherever you get this podcast. And if you want to support us financially, it's all good. Drop something in our Cash App at 3 Black Guys with the Mic. And now, let's start the show.
First of all, let me tell you something. Lamont is just full of
Sometimes my mama said, you know, you don't have nothing nice to say, she would be quiet.
People say that Stephen A. is a coon. You agree with that? Everybody got quiet on that one, okay?
Rudy Giuliani practices voodoo. So he put a voodoo hex on my girl, Hillary, and that's why she got woozy. And the Secret Service had to prop her up and put her in the van.
Take us to a break, my dude.
It was voodoo, son.
I don't know about that voodoo.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is 3 Black Guys with a Mic.
Hey, I'm here. My bad. What's up? I'm sorry. I was trying to do something at the same time, and the shit didn't work out. Sorry. What's up, gentlemen? Gentlemen.
Lamont, we had to have a
I mean, he said we're going to keep it light, but shit, I didn't know this was
about this, Lamont.
I mean, it is like that. Look, I haven't shaved. I'm like raggedy, and it's all over the place right now. So
you're right.
I'm gonna have to hit him Ike Turner style. Fine him $5 fine.
Oh, I was like, are we resorting to violence? I didn't. What do you mean when you said Ike Turner? I'm like, we don't do violence.
No anime. Ain't no beatings over here.
Shout to Tina Turner, bro. Ain't Tina over 80 years old, man?
But you said you like them old, right?
Come on now, let's be respectful. I said, isn't she over 80? Like, she's really very attractive. You don't hear her any issues medically. She just out here popping, man.
You like that?
You know, and I don't like them like that, but I will tell you, since we got to keep it light, I saw, and I don't know how old this was, it was like a little talk between Felicia Rashad and Cicely Tyson, and they were kind of having like a little girls talk, like, you know, like what motivates you, and Cicely was giving her perspective on Felicia Rashad, and Felicia had on all of this stuff, this jewelry, and I swear she looked like an African queen, like, and Cicely Tyson, she's in her 90s too, right? It's like
93 or 94.
Yeah.
She is popping, bro. Like, I mean, it I don't know.
You know what they say? Black.
Would you shoot your shot?
Sorry?
You gonna shoot your shot?
Well, let's be very clear. Back in 1988, I was looking through the TV, and I tried to shoot my shot with Felicia Rashad, bro. Huh?
The Diary of Miss Jane Pittman was on, and you was like, "That's my girl right there."
Yo, Cicely Tyson was hot when she did Bustin' Loose with Richard Pryor. That's the last time I thought she was a attractive, like hotness. And since then, she's been, you know, big mama status.
Yeah, but again, those ladies, they really do look amazing, and I'm glad that they have that health and just being able to, you know, if you think about it, moving the way she moves at 90, and even Felicia Rashad, I think, is definitely north of 70. I mean, very attractive, and it's good to see those sisters like that.
I get it. Lamont wants to talk about his skincare regimen that he does before each show, how his skin is so flawlessly popping and so smooth. He's just saying, you know, because if I hit him with another black don't crack, he might be like, yeah, well, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, it's no secret I'm a vodka drinker, but I make sure I drink a lot of water, and I moisturize, and, you know, I have, you know, a regime that I go through, you know, twice a day with my skin. So, you know, is that supposed to signal something, Spud? Because I know we're supposed to be easy, right?
I think that signals that, you know, you guys can go to ruggedevo.com and get 10% off your order right now as we speak. Go to www.ruggedevo.com. Use 3guys-001. Get 10% off of your order. They got balms, they got lotions, they got beard cream, whatever you need. Yeah. Soap, if you were looking, you want your skin to look as crystal clear as Lamont's, Rugged EVO is the place that you need to go. Yay. So I sent out the show notes today, and there's so much happening in the world that I was just like, you know what? Let's just kind of keep it a little light today. Let's not keep it formal. Let's just kind of just be free and a little bit, just chill today because there's so much happening in the world. Let's start off with John Lewis. R.I.P. to John Lewis. The one thing that I was so appreciative of seeing with everyone's post about John Lewis was about the service that he gave to America and to the world. Everyone was saying, thank you so very much for the job that you did, for the service, for, making things happen. It wasn't like a somber, dramatic and emotional death, and it was more people were lifting John Lewis up than basically being sad. So let me start with whoever wants to start. What are you guys' thoughts on John Lewis?
Well, I reiterate, I repeat, I would say, what he did and the things that he did led to a lot of the freedoms that we have today. And not more can be said about that. Like, that's a big deal. So in your life, in people's lives, sometimes you might hit the winning shot, or you might help somebody here and there. You might be a good husband, but when you do what some of our biggest and most important leaders have done, when you are able to do what King did, or Garvey, or X, or Elijah Muhammad for that matter, or, although it's up for debate, Harriet Tubman. You have to put John Lewis's name in that category. You have to put Elijah Cummings' name in that category as well. There are lots of men and lots of women who step forward to do big things, and not just big things for themselves, but big things for a larger picture. So I salute Rest Easy Old Lion.
Well, I was glad to see him get a lot of good, press out there, after he passed. But I thought about, pre-COVID-19 when I was in Atlanta Hartsfield Airport. I think my flight was delayed or whatever over there on the Delta side. But they had this display right over there where the Popeyes is on the corner. You know what the Popeyes is, Maynard, in Hartsfield? Because you got to hit the Popeyes. But anyway,
that's only if you fly in international. I don't never get to fly on that terminal.
The Popeyes is not in an international in Hartsfield. But anyway, they had this display. And this had to be maybe, I know for me when I saw it, it was over maybe a year ago. But I think what was super cool about that, because as I was sitting there waiting on my chicken to get fried up, I sat there and I was reading, and there were some things in that display which I found out are still there in that airport, and it made me think, like, my man, he got a lot of his flowers while he was still here. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though he started at a very young age in his freedom fighting kind of, energy, like the last chapter of his life, you know what I'm saying? It was like, at least my man, he knew he was appreciated. And I think that was something that was important, because I think a lot of our civil rights, I don't know, some would say heroes, but people like, I always sit and think back, like, did Martin really know that he was appreciated, like, before he was gunned down? Those are some of the questions I asked myself. So I think with John Lewis, as many have said, job well done. I'm glad he got some of his flowers while he was here. And all we can do is hopefully learn and try to keep it going in some way. Because like you said, I don't know what Harriet did, but, your man, because you got to transition to your man. We just got to get that silliness out the way, because it's just been under my skin, bro, all day.
If you are watching us on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you're watching us on Facebook, please hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to us on all platforms. We are on SoundCloud, YouTube, as well as Facebook. We are also, doing our best to try to get on Instagram. If you are watching this or listening to us on iTunes, make sure you rate and review our podcast, so that way we can continue to be able to grow and be seen and grow our podcast. Kanye West kicked off his political presidential campaign and he did it in South Carolina, and he broke down crying. That was one part. He didn't have a suit on. I don't know what elected official you would want to be running the White House in a security jacket. He also said that Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves, that they ended up working for white people anyway. Now, I was listening to the Breakfast Club this morning, and Charlamagne said he had a conversation with Kanye, and what Kanye was trying to say is that at the end of the day, we ended up working for white people anyway. But Maynard, go ahead, just give Kanye the business.
No, why you can't give me the ball? Because actually he was right. Harriet didn't free the slaves.
Go, Lamont. Go ahead. Go ahead. So I can go ahead and line your ass up for this cactus too. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, but and in that portion, did he lie? She didn't have the authority or the ability to free the slaves. What she did was like, yo, we gonna run. We up out of here. Now, technically, was that freedom in his mind? What he was trying to say? Nah. But again, we've said this before. A clown in a circus. Hold on a minute. A clown in a circus only gets the energy because we keep talking about him. I said that we should have threw him in the trash years ago. But a minstrel is always entertaining to those who have the power to give him that kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Again, even us giving him a couple of minutes, it's wrong, but we just got to do it. That's what everybody else has done because he's a clown. He's been a clown. He hasn't taken his medicine. He already told everybody that he was crazy, and he's just showing us that, period. And we keep looking at him like, oh, look what Kanye said. So now what?
I think he's dangerous, man.
He's dangerous.
To who?
I think he's dangerous to a lot of people. I mean, while I don't think that Kanye is, ever going to see the White House West Wing sitting behind the desk in the Oval Office, I do think that he does have power and he does have he has influence. And unfortunately, especially in this day and age, people are just so eager for change, uneducated about what they should be doing, that people will actually go out and vote for Kanye. I would not be surprised that he would do very well in Oklahoma.
So let me say this.
If he gets on, you know what I'm saying? And let's just hope that he does not get on more ballots in other states.
Well, let's start with that. Step one, he's missed the opportunity to get on several ballots. I'm almost sure, because I think California was due July 15th, and California has a high bar. You need like 196,000 signatures, and several states he's missed. He can't really affect anything. And in many of the states that he's missed, and even states that he's yet to register in, some of those states you can't actually even write his name in, right? There are some states that require even write-in votes be of registered parties. So why did he go to South Carolina? Why is he, playing in this, what I basically consider like North Florida? All I can think is, well, we know where was Joe's greatest strength through the primaries? South Carolina. That's where it started. He'll probably show up in Florida soon. He'll probably show up in Arizona. He'll probably show up in North Carolina. He'll probably show up in Georgia. He's going to show up probably in Wisconsin. And obviously, I think there's an obvious opportunity for him in Illinois, into the Chicago region. I would also be curious if there's a Donald Trump check in Kanye West's pocket that someone, and it may not come directly from Trump or the Trump organization, but from some super PAC, they can write checks to whoever they want. Here's the challenge. Can Kanye West just shut up? If this really was about you winning the election, and here is our test on black agendas. If this is really about winning the election, and he came and said, I got a black agenda, and you asked him what it was, and he said, I'm going to get reparations for black folks. And then the next question would be like, well, the global pandemic is doing such and such, this, that, and the other. What are your thoughts on that? There have been microaggressions in the Eastern Bloc outside of the old Soviet Union. What do you feel about that? He don't have no platform. So
yeah, but does he have to have a platform? Donald Trump really didn't have a platform, and he still got across the finish line. I mean,
Donald Trump had a platform. I didn't like it, but he had a platform.
To have a platform. I think he should, and I think that what you're doing is identifying what traditional politics have been. However, we just don't live in a traditional way anymore.
The problem is, unfortunately,
the wheels are off, my man. So
you have to have something.
I'm sorry. Let me ask you this, man. How many people were at the rally?
I don't know. I don't know. I've heard different answers. I did see that the live stream had hit 8,900, 10,000 here and there, up and down. But I don't know what the rally size was. I do know that a man who has performed live on stage in several concerts, at least 2 or 3 times, right, should know that there should be a microphone and some speakers available. And I was struggling to find out why he's yelling at the crowd instead of using a microphone.
That probably is the answer to how many people were at the actual rally.
125 folks.
Could have been.
Ballroom, basically.
I don't know. Kanye, God bless you, my brother. That's the only thing I can say. We wish you well.
Not everybody. Everybody does it.
Yeah,
make sure we're clear on that. No, everybody doesn't wish him well. Because as I heard someone say, he knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing.
He very well.
Meds or not, he knows what he's doing.
That might be true.
Which is what?
I'm sorry?
Which is what? I mean, what is other than, promoting an album, what is the end game here?
Just being the clown that he is.
He's being a clown.
Yeah, a clown always keeps his nose on. That's what he does.
And so here, let me say this one thing, because I've criticized Kanye West in the past, and people have always been like, "Yo, his mother died. That man is certain." Damn it, shut up. I'm tired of this. I am exhausted of this. First of all, Kanye West, you are an idiot. How do you come out and have a discussion on Harriet Tubman's name? You've done nothing for anyone ever. You made some hot beats for some people.
No, he went to Chicago during the All-Star Weekend in the snow and gave away some shoes.
Nobody here.
Well, he gave away. Wait a minute. He did give away some scholarships to George Floyd's kids. So he's done some things for the community now.
No, let's back up. When you have the capacity, first of all, to whom much is given, much is required. So
that's not true. That's a lie.
Stop. So you have everything.
That's a lie.
That's
another one of those black lies that you just, this is some shit we just gonna come up with and we just gonna run with it. Who said that? Where did that come from, Maynard? Hotep.
Mute this.
Where'd it come from?
That's not Hotep. That's just
Kanye said that in one of his lyrics.
Exactly.
What's tested.
So
go ahead, Maynard.
It's easy to say, you know what? What's Kanye's worth right now? 100 million, 200, 300, 500 million?
He's a billionaire.
$1 billion.
No, that's his evaluation, Spud.
Okay, fine.
No, man, don't let that go.
He's a billionaire.
No, stop, Spud. That's what he considered his evaluation to be.
Okay, fine. Give me a number, Lamont. Give me a number.
I would give him between 300 to 500.
Okay, $300 to $500 million. How much money did he give in scholarship money and shoes and 4 or 5 other things?
Oh my gosh! Wait a minute. Why does he have to do that? The man made his own money. Why does he have to give back in that way?
I'm not asking that he does more. I'm saying that what he's done so if you start to do the comparison, what Harriet Tubman sacrificed and what she gave based on what she had versus what he sacrificed based on what he had, he's not in this category. He's not in the discussion.
Same, though.
Huh?
That's not the same.
It is not It is not the same.
Harriet Tubman didn't free the slave.
It is not the same. She laid her life on the line for us. She laid her life on the line for us to be here today. He did the
Well,
song
he did give us
with,
College
with
Dropout.
Jason Mraz.
He gave us College Dropout, so be nice.
I mean, he gave us a lot of great music. Let's not act like Kanye West's music is not great now.
Right, because we love to sing and dance, man. That's what we do, right? We
All right,
always
we have
want to
another
be in the
topic.
party.
Jesus King is a good album.
Yeah.
Do we have another topic? I'm done with. I
Oh,
can't.
so now you want to take your little ball and go home?
I'm just
huh?
saying, man.
Because he gave, because it's not Rakim or Big Daddy Kane.
I cannot with the idiocracy. Kanye is an idiot.
Oh,
Kanye
well, when
is
I
an
said
idiot.
he's a clown, everybody's like, "Oh, he's dangerous." He's not dangerous.
He is dangerous. He's a dangerous ass clown.
Nah. It's just another thing for us to be dangled and entertained while, as I, was having a conversation of how iHeart is almost back in the black. You know what I mean? How other moves are being done in different sectors while we over here worrying about, Kanye West. But that's a whole nother story. Go ahead, Spud. I'm done.
And by the way, I'd like to just thank Roderick Tolbert for pointing out that that's not Hotep what I said. That is in fact from Luke 12:48 in the Bible.
I'm sorry. Can I
Wait. We do not want to have the Jesus conversation tonight because it's very interesting, Maynard, how sometimes you want to pull from Jesus, but other days you don't want to mess with that.
I'm just saying.
So what are we having today?
I'm saying it's not Hotep. That's all I'm saying. You try to
But
blame
you're
it on
quoting
something
Bible
else.
scriptures tonight? Is that what we're doing?
I didn't quote it, but I am bringing up the fact that since it is there and it's not Hotep, because that you just like to throw that word out at people. That I'm trying to just keep you from being with the fake news program, which is smooth, glossy ass skin over there.
I just like saying Hotep. I don't even know what it means. What does Hotep mean?
Can we ask Danielle why she calls you Flash?
Y'all need to chill.
I'm just curious about that. Why does she call you Flash?
I used to have a nickname when I was younger. I used to run track, and I ran very fast.
You're a football player.
I'm sorry?
No. Why don't you come with the truth? Why don't you come with
No, that is the truth. That's the Donald Trump truth.
Were you that fast that you were Flash?
No.
Yes, I was rolling.
Wow, I did not know that.
I think she's dropping hints on you, Lamont. I think she's dropping some hints. You better be careful.
Well, here's what happened even on my end, Maynard. I mean, Spud is Maynard has the comments blocked, so I can't even see what's going on. You know what I mean?
Comment.
I don't know why you don't see the comments. Spud sees them. I see them.
Oh, my fault. I'm in the wrong screen.
Thank you guys. So shout out to everybody who's on with us tonight on YouTube, on Periscope, as well as on Facebook Live. We do this every Monday at 8 p.m. Let's go on to Tamar Braxton. Lamont, what is up with your girl? What is up with your girl? What is up with your girl?
Hey, man, you know what? I don't know. All we can do is pray. And they always say, man, you never know what's going on in somebody else's house. I don't know. And I don't know. That's all I can say, man.
Pills
I hope the homie gets better. Huh?
Pills and alcohol?
Hey, man, here's what I will say. And we can bleed this in the Meg Thee Stallion, too. You see that pivot I just tried to do? But
a lot of segues happening, boys. Give us a radio show.
Yeah. I wanted to get
all these segues.
Somebody told me a long time ago, since Maynard is out here quoting Bible scriptures, is when you go to L.A., bro, like L.A.'s a different place. You know what I'm saying? We love the palm trees and the Malibu beaches, but they just say something different about L.A., man. It's like it changed your perspective on life and how you live and what you think. I don't know if that's true or not, but
I thought it would be better than you would be inside.
Let me ask this. Let me ask something, because I don't know, and I know there are some people on this podcast.
No, me.
Thank you. I was gonna say, hop over me.
Yeah, Lamont, that know a little bit more. How were things around those folks when the Vince Tamar thing went sideways and south? And you know what I'm saying? Is there? Because I always thought it was like, oh, this is kind of more of a reality TV love, but was it deeper and more real than that, or? I mean, what was going down?
You talking about Vince and Tamar?
Yeah.
I mean, they were married, man. They had a child. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
no, they were together for a long time.
Yeah.
Before Vince was even popping.
So that's my question then. Is this something that do you think quite possibly that because their divorce is relatively fresh? It's been like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That this is something, that she's.
I mean, here's what I think. I mean, because I kind of read up on this because my wife is she's diehard Tamar. You already know how I feel about Tamar. But the email that she put out to her family about living in a world where you don't have a voice, where you are, stuck and you don't have any expression or anything of that nature, that, and she said she felt like a slave. She also said, a lot of things about the network and the TV show and so forth and so on. And going back to Lamont's point about, that Hollywood lifestyle it's a beast, man. And it's very hard to, keep up with. And sometimes, you get overwhelmed. Let's just be very clear. Tamar's not the first one who has been through this scenario. I mean, we can go from Britney Spears to, to thousands of other people. Look at Martin Lawrence. I mean, plenty of people have been down this road when it comes to wanting to, Nick Cannon, allegedly, was saying, making suicidal threats or whatever, just because these things can get overwhelming. And this COVID right now, I had a conversation with a friend of mine today, and they were like, I'm literally depressed. And I'm like, this time right now with COVID, George Floyd, Black Lives Matter, the politics, it really has a lot of strain on some people's lives. And some people don't feel like they can, move past it. It's tough. So I wish her well. And you guys know how I feel about Tamar. And I wish her well.
Well, let me say this, because I'm the worst.
Now I would say, I'm going to second that, man. And you can have it after this. We all know that's the homie. You know what I mean? And, God bless her. And I'm going to say it again. That LA thing. And, man, you know what I just thought about? Remember you said you were telling us about how you were in your backyard dealing with a tree and you were cutting a tree down or something in your backyard. You remember that?
Yeah.
Just the reality and having an understanding that there's some people definitely and I know about that LA, not know, but I understand that LA lifestyle. Like they never experienced that going in their backyard and dealing with the tree or raking the grass. Like their whole life is on some whole other stuff. And like Spud was saying, like that LA stuff, especially when you got a little bread. And let's keep it a thou. I don't speak on another man in this financial situation, but, Vince was that guy for a hot second. You feel what I'm saying? Them Lady Gaga checks was really what bought that house that y'all see. You know what I'm saying? They was living out here for a hot second when they were together. So her lifestyle was way different. And it's hard when people have to adjust from that. You know what I mean? So, again, God bless her. Hope everything work out.
Well, let me say this. I am absolutely not a fan of Tamar, but I absolutely am a fan of people recovering, and I dislike the idea that she's in a mental state that would have her, considering taking her life and taking these unfortunate steps. So, my thoughts are with her and her family as well, and as well as Nick Cannon. And for the record, I'm not a huge fan of Nick Cannon either, but the last thing I want to see is the demise of somebody's physical due to depression or anything like that. So,
the one thing you got to give to Nick Cannon, you got to give Nick Cannon some props, man. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Can I ask you all both a question, though?
We will do it, but
I know, but can I ask you really a real...
I respect Nick Cannon.
Listen, man. You mean to tell me that y'all did not like I'm a Gigolo with R. Kelly and Nick Cannon?
And listen, man, Nick Cannon, hosted the Spud and the Hood Awards. I had to play that song for.
Come on, dog. Cannon had smashes, bro.
No. Let's back up a little bit.
Let me say this. Wait.
He had a couple of songs on the radio, but he had no smashes.
Let me say this.
Didn't he have Hotel too?
Yes.
Yeah, but these are not smashes. Now these are good
smashes.
Obviously, somebody ate off of these records, obviously, and they're hoping for some new ones. But no. That's too much, Lamont. Yeah, that's too much, Lamont. He didn't have smashes. He did have a couple of, good songs, but no smashes.
We again.
I'm saying? Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon was like, yo, I'm not even messing with the black community no more. The black community didn't turn on Nick Cannon. It's like, Nick, whatever, go sit down somewhere, man. Anyways, so Danielle, we're gonna get to Lamont and why he is in his feelings, because I know that's the only reason why you come to, this podcast, and we truly appreciate it. So Lamont, why are you in your feelings this week, my man?
I'm really not. I really was like super happy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't have anything. You know what I mean? I know Maynard wants to do the promo. That's the wrong slide, Maynard. That's not. This is my segment.
Nah, since you don't
You
let us
don't
do it
do your
anymore.
segment no more.
We just.
I know, but I need my shine. Like Maynard's always. We supposed to take it easy. Maynard's in promo mode over there. Just again, you know what? I do have maybe a little bit of this, and you touched on this earlier, Maynard. Is like, I'm not Maynard, but Spud. Is we all have to figure out, because I'm guilty of this too, man. Over the past couple of weeks of waking up every day, glad to wake up, knocking on wood, lights is on, got a couple little pieces of chicken in the freezer, a piece of silver in my pocket. But man, it's a lot going on, man. It's a lot. It's just a lot everywhere you turn, man. And I guess I'm just in my feelings to hopefully figure out, how we get past it and get through it. Because I know we've all experienced people who have had the COVID and passed on from the COVID, and it just seems like it keeps ramping up, man. So it's like, if anything, and I just saw a report a minute ago, just put on your mask. I guess if anything, I might be in my feelings about that. Put your mask on so we can hopefully get through this. Because I do remember reading that Fauci said, yo, if everybody put a mask on, we could probably be done with this, or at least have it at very low levels in 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
Just think about it. We could have been already done with it.
Huh?
We could have been already done with it.
Right. But here's my beef. When I beef, Spud, I still feel like, and I said this to my wife, when New York and New Jersey and a lot of the Northeast was going through a lot of it, a lot of the country was like, oh, that's just some stuff that's going on up there. I remember that distinctly. I remember a lot of people was like, well, Lamont, what you mean you in the house? I was like, yo, dog, we can't go nowhere. They're like, what do you mean? We at the bar. I was like, yo, dog. Like, there was a time, like, in my little area, like, you had to be in the house by, like, 8:30. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want you on the streets. Because in the beginning of this, they didn't know what was what. So I think, the rest of the country, and I saw a meme that had two people fighting, and the two people, one was like one was Texas and one was Florida, and the person that was filming it was New York and New Jersey, and it was like, see, I'm watching y'all because we done went through it already. And I'm just like, we just got to put the mask on, bro. So, and matter of fact, shout out to my man Myron, who actually, he might not want me to put these in the streets, but Myron is in the middle of New York City with what he does on a daily, and he's seen a lot of people that suffer from this. Like, this thing is real, you know what I'm saying, in terms of this COVID. So definitely give my man Myron a shout. So that's all I got, man.
That's enough.
Yeah, that's enough.
I appreciate that. All right, let's go to Tory Lanez shooting. Tory Lanez. Like, Tory Lanez, what are you doing out here, man?
Ain't you supposed to be in Canada, bro? Like,
you shooting chicks. Not you pulling out the gun and you shooting chicks in the foot. I mean, I want to know. I mean, what really happened? I want to know what happened from the Kylie house into the jailhouse. That's what I want to know.
Well, he was probably doing a shooting a segment of Quarantine Radio. You know what I mean? Like,
that Quarantine Radio is off the chain.
Yo, dog. Every day when it was gonna hit, I was in pocket. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but dang. I mean, my guy.
Maynard, I know you got the tea.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? So Tory and the Jenners and Megan Thee Stallion are at some kind of smorgasbordish party soiree thingamabob? Is that kind of the story here?
It was a party that happened. I think it was at Kylie's. Then they left. First of all, I can't believe we're even having a conversation about this. But anyway, and then they left. And then something, transpired.
Katrina, that ain't right, Katrina.
From understanding, Tory Lanez shot her in the foot. Shot her in the pinky toe.
Well, maybe he was trying to get a little piece of that nectar, and she wasn't having it.
But the girl was in the back.
So I remember watching this show, right? The documentary about hip hop. Russell Simmons, Dr. Dre, a bunch of people in the show. It was like 96. And Russell Simmons was like, yo, I got a couple $100 million. I don't want to put no guns in nobody's face. I don't want to carry guns.
Life is death is what it's called.
Huh?
Life is death is what it's called.
Okay. But I mean,
that's a documentary, Life is Death.
Okay, I thought it was called The Show. But all right, whichever. But he's like, I don't want to put guns in nobody's face. I don't even want to carry a gun. I don't even want to be around people who have guns. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, y'all got everything. Y'all got money. You got fame. You're young, right? Your bodies do things that I wish my body would still do. It don't do like that no more.
No.
Yeah, but man, you know what I think you're missing when you said that they obviously don't have everything, because some people just not happy, dog. You know what I'm saying? Again, we had this conversation about Tamar. I keep telling you about the LA
shooting
thing.
People in the pinky toe is gonna make you happy?
Hey man, you have no idea.
And also, it's something about happy. Sometimes their personality is just their personality.
They're just not nice. People are just not nice. And this is extension. Isn't Kylie Jenner part of the Kardashian tree some kind of way?
Oh, that doesn't mean anything.
What do you mean? How come it doesn't?
On you now. Don't get my wife upset on you on the Kardashians now.
No, but it's part of the tree. They have a history.
It has nothing to do with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez.
They were in. You can't be around that foolishness. You can't be in a circus with a bunch of clowns and not be considered to be a clown. Possibly
saying that because they were at the house that something popped off. This is an extension of the curse of the Kardashians and the Jenner. That's what you're saying?
And that's why Kanye was crying with the bulletproof vest on, talking about everything they touch, right? I know Daddy Kardashian in his grave just rolling. It's like a rotisserie chicken. He just like, I can't believe they topping themselves of another level of foolishness. This is what it is.
No, he's probably like, I'm glad I'm out that month. I'm glad I'm out that piece. Anyway, so moving on. So Maynard wanted to talk about Terry Crews defunding Pornhub. What was that all about? I missed that.
I don't know what Terry Crews' issue is. I don't know why what has Pornhub done to anybody but given us phenomenal opportunities to enjoy ourselves in the privacy of our own homes and give you solace when you have stress and troubles on your mind. Why is Terry Crews trying to
do you not know that my mama watches this, Maynard? Can we get off? Can we bring it out of the gutter?
I didn't say anything gutter-like.
You talking about solace and candles and at home by yourself and
that's how you should
music real low. Come on, my guy.
That's how you should probably enjoy porn.
But pivot.
I didn't bring it up.
Pivot. Come on, man.
Mama Flash.
Now my mama gonna be calling my phone talking about. Why was Maynard talking about Pornhub? Mama, I'm sorry. Just forgive him.
Yo, why don't you go ahead and tell Spud why she called you Flash?
It's definitely not because of Pornhub, I hope.
Exactly. It's sure not that, but it's not because of that. No, not at all.
Oh.
So anyway, so what is he talking about defunding Pornhub? So he's basically wanted to take the money away?
He thinks that porn is bad for our communities. And he thinks it's horrible and it should be gone. Let's cancel Pornhub. That's his position.
You know what really hurts me about
for a long time, so I'm sure
sorry?
That's one of the reasons why he would say that.
He was addicted to porn?
Yeah, for a long time. He wrote that in his book too.
Okay.
So I'm sure that's the reason why he
addicted
go
to
there.
something that's free.
What do you mean?
Internet porn is free.
I don't mean that you can't be addicted to it.
Oh.
I was addicted to
Here
porn
we go.
for years. So I understand this.
You were addicted to porn?
Absolutely.
Here
We
we
went to
go.
rehab for it and everything.
Hold on,
So-
let me pull out the couch.
I
I had no
understand
idea. Hold
why
on for a
he
second.
would. I understand his position. You know, I don't understand what he means by defunding it. I don't understand that. I mean,
So Spud, how does that make you feel?
I don't understand what you mean on how that makes you feel.
I mean
mean,
that he wants to defund.
That's a true statement. I addicted to porn for years and went to rehab for
Really?
2 years. Yeah, no question about it.
Maynard, we've had this discussion several times.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we have.
No, we haven't.
We fucking have. Because I remember distinctly, and this is not to be labeled as a joke, but there were a lot of things I think in our community. As a matter of fact, shout out to LaRon Harris. You know, I had a deep conversation with LaRon the other day, just about trauma in our community and a lot of things that we are, whether it be addicted to, or maybe some may say they're depressed because we have had a very traumatic existence. And you thought I was joking when I said the other day about like news and being a news junkie. Like, I don't think a lot of people understand the continuous intake of negative information that we get on a daily. Just like the same thing with pornography, the continuous intake. It could be of sugar. It could be of salt. For some people, it could be them not being responsible enough to pay their bills because they're always at the mall. A lot of these things have, traumatic effect based upon certain things that may be going on in our life. So the pornography thing, and I'm going to keep it a buck. And I was making a joke about the hamburgers. There was a time, I would sneak off and go run to Five Guys without telling my wife. And she's like, nigga, where were you?
Love some Five Guys.
Because she know I'm not supposed to be no goddamn Five Guys. You feel what I'm saying? But I was like, I got to go have this Five Guys. But I didn't have to have it. But there are a lot of people that deal with a lot of different things on a certain level. So I'm kind of not mad of what Terry could have been trying to say. But he's just a total embarrassment to the city of Flint. And he's another example of what happens when you stay out in L.A. too long. Because he's just whack. And that's my word. His car for being a Flintstone has been taken because I remember signing the petition. He's no longer a Flintstone. Period.
Flint has given you an opportunity to sign a petition in
Right.
No, it was a change.
You out here
petition on
canceling folks on
change.org.
Flint?
You don't remember the petition? You didn't get that?
No, I'm not, because I was never a Flint resident, so
Okay.
Or not even Flint adjacent.
Right.
know.
So again, with the addictions, or even you talked about before, or levels of depression or whatever, we all have our stuff. You know what I mean? And I think, we have to understand that. And again, I'm down with it, but I'm like, but when you bring like the foolishness to it, like defunding Pornhub, like now you out here for the clicks and the views. And we talked about that before. You're just trying to be in this continuous cycle of foolishness that, again, in my opinion, we take in so much every day. And I'm guilty too. Waking up and first thing we own is we on the Facebook. And Facebook is nothing but a negative Nelly platform, period, point blank. That's what it is. That's what it's turned into. You know what I'm saying? So
you don't get the aspirational pieces of Facebook? Nobody sends you that, you're a strong man and I love you. I want you to pass this on to 10 of your friends.
It's funny you say that because, no, I don't. I block those kind of people. You see me say you're getting blocked. I have, you know what? Do you all get joy with blocking people? Because I love it. It empowers me. You know what I mean? Block. And I love it. It makes me feel like a man.
Will come across my feed, so
that's not very Christian-like, Lamont.
Well, some would say that being a Christian is not the best thing you can be. Oh. Some would say that.
Say that.
Christians did a lot of killing, did they not?
Hey, my dude, all right. I'm old.
They did a lot of murdering, right?
Hey, keep it going, Lamont. Keep it going. I don't have no problem with what you're saying.
Of course you don't. That's why I don't understand why you quoting Bible verses. Luke 36:9, talk about who much is given, much required. That's not the verse, but it's supposed to be keeping it light, so I'm trying to keep it there. You know what I mean? But so I don't know, man. Let's just get off of Terry Crews because all this Pornhub. Let's can we talk about something? Jesus.
Okay. Let's go to you. You saw Fatal Affair? I didn't see it.
I watched about enough of it to realize that I've seen that like 10 times before. And I passed after about 20 minutes or so.
I'm okay with your 20 because that was about Nia. She needed the clicks. She needed the views. That was her thing.
When was the last time Nia Long did a movie that was like, damn, Nia Long did that?
It don't matter. It's Nia Long. You feel what I'm saying?
Best Man.
Yeah. It's Nia.
Was that Nia that did that? Or was it like a good ensemble cast and you just got to be like, oh.
Can I ask you a question? What is your thing with like people who is like popping and then they not popping? Like, you did the same thing with Jada. It was like, oh yeah, she gave us an offer, and after that, you know what I'm saying? She's not hot no more. Will is the man. She living in Will house. You know, now it's all about Nia Long. Nia Long ain't hot. Nia Long ain't gave us nothing. Like,
she is hot.
Nia Long is, I'll give her props. You just mentioned Jada, and I'm going to just let you know. I don't remember Jada. After Set It Off, Jada's given me nothing. Nia Long, Love Jones was like smash, killer, like over the top. And she did that. And that was Nia Long. A lot of the other movies were
Big
like...
Mama's House? Big Mama's House?
Right, she's in Big Mama's house.
Big
Wait a minute,
Mama's House.
wasn't she the wife with Ice Cube? Which one was that, Spud?
Are we there yet? What was,
Yeah.
Are we there yet? What's the other one that... They did two of them. Are we there yet? And Are We a Family Yet?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah.
That's Nia Long, dog.
Come on, man. Give Nia Long her props. You already know it's hard for black people to get the movies anyway.
My point exactly. You
I'm
could just
out
turned
here-
it on and left
listen.
the house.
I feel y'all, it's all good. I'm just saying, when I start thinking of black female actresses that are really really do that thing, Nia's not at the top of the list.
Name an African American actress that's doing their thing consistently that is at the top of a star-studded role without having an ensemble cast.
Regina King, Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett. What was the last thing that was hot with Angela Bassett?
Hold up, Spud. Come on now. You know I don't like agreeing with Maynard. Hold up, Spud. I don't like agreeing with Maynard now. That's
Angela
royalty
Bassett
now.
is a whole... Listen,
That was her.
Nia Long is nice, and listen, Nia Long is she's good. I'll give her good. Angela Bassett's on a whole other category of this game. Angela Bassett's in a whole stratosphere all to herself. You basically it's like Morris Chestnut is like, oh, he's decent, but Denzel Washington's on a whole other level. That's where Angela Bassett is.
That's not the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those are two different type of actresses. You are equating a
Viola Davis.
a Ferrari to an Escort, like, but they're still cars, but that's different, man.
He asked me to tell him what female actresses are out there.
What was it that Regina King did? Regina King, what? The last thing that wasn't in that HBO joint. I give her a props.
Stop it, Spud. Stop. No. I'm not going to let you Kanye West.
She
this
did that
podcast.
that American Crimes joint.
Watchmen
with
was
ABC.
amazing.
Watchmen was not amazing.
It
Sorry.
was amazing.
No, it's
Watchmen was
completely-
dope. Are you kidding?
No.
The Watchmen gave a historical perspective of what happened in this country with a...
I'll give you 6 seconds, Danielle. A little bit.
What?
But that
I
wasn't
can't
hot.
see Danielle. What did she say?
She said 6 seconds.
And that wasn't
was
even
Netflix.
that hot.
The American Crime. She did American Crime 2 seasons on ABC. That was dope. That was amazing. And she was the producer director of that too, right? She did the 6 seconds thing. She did Watchmen. I mean, we talking about boom, 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 boom. These are all been back to back because American Crime was like 2016. And you right, Spud. You right because in the same time frame, Nia Long did Uncle Buck.
I'm not disputing the fact that, Nia Long has had some L's. I'm not saying that. But at the end of the day, she's still one of the top. I mean, like, she's still dope.
She's beautiful. She's beautiful, certainly.
But, you can clearly have a bad script and a bad movie and still be dope in it. I mean,
Which one was which bad movie and bad script did she have that she was dope in?
Fatal Attraction. Fatal
It wasn't a bad. No. It wasn't a bad script.
Yeah,
it was not Scorsese. I mean, they went to the pizza joint and they wrote it up, and bam, there you have it.
Okay. Big Mama's House. No, I'm just joking. Oh, okay. the sad part about it is that it seems as if, Maynard, if the women are not popping anymore, or whatever, that you just throw them in the trash, man.
Yo, it's not about women. It's not about women.
One always defending Black Hollywood and like having. I mean, Ava DuVernay did A Wrinkle in Time, and that was not hot at all. But she's still one of the dopest directors out there.
It's not about women. It's not about women. It's just about whoever. You can name a bunch of Black actors. I'd be like,
mentality. It doesn't matter if you're Black or you're white, if you're male or you're female. You could just get it. Doesn't matter what.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm not going to be out here just saying that. Oh, so and so is dope, and they're not. I mean, Shamar Moore is whack. There you go. You want another one that's whack? I never thought D.L. Hughley was funny at all. Not even a little bit.
Okay. All right. Cactus. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the cactus. Before we get out of here. Maynard.
So we didn't get a chance to get to the cactus last week because Lamont wanted to go all along with his, and so I really kind of owe it to Lamont. But let us consider this. We already know that Kanye West has said some things that's crazy. It's just too easy to give Kanye West a cactus. Obviously, Donald Trump has went out and he said some stuff that's just way, way too just stupid. But then these cats are multiple Cactus Award winners. They essentially are perennial all-stars of cactus eating and choking. That's what they do. Last week, I wanted to give the cactus to this gentleman. I'm going to just refresh it and dust the cactus off from last week and give it to Stephen A. Smith. So last week, gentlemen, Stephen A. Smith went on ESPN and he had, at the time, Jason Williams and my man Swagoo, that used to play for the Cowboys. And they were basically saying, Stephen A., you've been a leader out here for us. You've taken the mantle as a Black person in sports media, and you've shown a lot of us the way. You've been an advocate and a coach and all these kinds of things. And I don't have a problem with that. And Stephen A. then at some point turned to them and said, you know what? The reason why I'm where I am is because I never wanted to have Black appeal. I wanted to have mass appeal. Now, let me just qualify this for a second. Stephen A. Smith is the highest paid personality on ESPN today. Period in the story. $10 million. But Stephen, Black people are the attraction. It is us. Tell me about when people say, who are the top 10 running backs in the NFL? Nobody brings up Nick Bonacani. When they look for the top 10 basketball players of all time, maybe Larry Bird gets mentioned, but the other 9 are Black. When we talk about baseball, the attraction has been mainly a bunch of Black and Hispanic players. There have been a lot of great white players as well. I don't take no smoke on that. But we are the attraction. People liked ESPN for the sports for a long time. They liked Chris Berman for a long time. But it was Stu that showed up and started talking about the cooler than the other side of the pillow. We are the attraction. Stephen, people like you not because you have mass appeal, but because you bring a certain flavor that is Black thing that a lot of people don't understand or get, and they just want some more of it. We are the attraction. When it was 10 or 20, no, let me see, when I was working that back then. So it was Ill Al Scratch and Brian McKnight and Ed O.G. and the Bulldogs were on Mercury Records, and I went to Mercury Records, and everybody who was in all urban music for Mercury Records was in a closet. And Garth Brooks was a whole floor to himself. And if you could go back and look at what that is now, it's the reverse. Black hip-hop is the attraction. Berry Gordy was the attraction. Whitney Houston is the attraction. We are the thing. So don't sit here and act as if that somehow you had to shuck and dance a different way. You can be Black and be proud of that. Now, I'm not giving you the cactus because I dislike you. In fact, Stephen A. Smith, I think that you're a halfway decent guy, you're entertaining, and I think you're funny. God bless you on that. But do not undersell the power of being black and on TV. The reason why you're there. They didn't give the highest paid contract to Scott Van Pelt. They didn't give the highest paid contract to Marv Albert. They gave it to you. And be proud of who you are and what you stand for out here as a black man. For that, this week, because you don't really understand your position out here, you're welcome to dine on our finest cactus. You get the cactus.
Spud, can I say something?
Sure. We're never getting any guests.
Just a disclaimer that the cactus are the views of Maynard Scales and Maynard Scales only. And to all of our friends at ESPN and the Walt Disney Company, we still love you.
I like Steven. I watch him. I just don't want him to, don't sell himself short. Don't sell us short. We are the attraction. Think about the football game that has a white running back and 2 white wide receivers and 4 white defensive backs. Nobody's watching that game. I'm sorry. Nobody's watching that game. It's not happening. My man was telling me the other day, oh yeah, the only white guy that we could talk about that was a great wide receiver was Steve Largent, that was white. Really? That's it. That's it. We are the attraction. Stop.
So you're saying that they gave him $10 million because he's black?
I'm saying that Stephen A. Smith, being a black person and bringing his own swag or whatever his magic is out of Winston-Salem State, who played for Big House Al Gaines, who invented the alley-oop. They bought into you, Stephen A. Smith. They bought into the black you. They didn't buy into some other you. They bought into the black you. How did Stephen A. get to where it is? Well, the first big person that he covered was Allen Iverson. In the NBA, it don't get blacker than that. Nobody is out here buying Steve Nash sneakers. Nobody is out here trying to buy the Larry Bird Air Bird. Nobody is out here trying to buy the Dirk Nowitzki. They buying Jordans and Answers and the LeBrons. We are the attraction. Don't undersell us.
So when you say attraction, and I know we're getting close to time, that's kind of like the circus kind of thing, right? Like to put the circus tent up. Because I heard you use terms like magic and attraction and show, kind of like a circus, Maynard?
No, I'm not saying that. Don't twist my words.
No, but I'm asking. I'm saying you said
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that.
But a circus is an attraction, right?
A circus is an attraction, but an attractive
That's
woman is an attraction.
And I didn't say that
Lots of things are attractions, Lamont. Right? A man can be a fool, but not all men are fools, and not all fools are men.
Huh?
I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Exactly.
So what does that mean? I got to go back and read the lyrics. What does that mean?
Okay.
OJ he didn't want to be black. He wanted to be black.
He wanted to be OJ. He thought that he could sell, because he was worried that somebody was out here going to sell more Ron Jaworski jerseys than OJ Simpson jerseys.
So let me ask you this about OJ, and this goes back to my LA narrative. Was OJ like that in Buffalo? Didn't he have a black wife when he was in Buffalo?
He did at one point, yes.
And didn't he move to LA and it just went crazy?
Well, remember he was out in LA before, right? He went to USC. He's from there. And so when he went back,
but when he was at USC, he had a black girlfriend. Correct?
Yeah, no, he might have had a black girlfriend for the cover. But they basically said when he went back to LA that it was always about all the white girls that he had ran around with previously. So it was a homecoming.
Can I share with y'all a hating story at
59-32? So no.
Why not? This is about
break your rule. It's your rule. It's your time.
Well, there really are no rules. I mean, because I can't wait till we have our post meeting today because this shit is just way off the track.
Really?
I told you I was gonna keep it light.
No. There's some other shit that's been going on to this podcast. We'll talk about it later. Do you remember Wesley Snipes?
Yeah. I think so. Heard of him.
Wesley Snipes is still alive, you know.
Okay. Remember that club? What was the name of that club that was downtown, that was on the corner next to Blue? What was the name of that club?
Pure.
I remember, just to let you know how long ago, Wesley Snipes was, this is before he went to jail.
Did a walkthrough over there, right?
Yeah, you remember that? And I remember hearing him say, would y'all get all these black bitches up out of here? Did y'all ever hear that story?
Nope.
I heard him say that. I was so hurt. I never looked at him the same.
You heard him say it?
That's my word. That is my word. It was upstairs. You remember that you had to go like through the back and
right. Had a little balcony and all.
And he was like, "Yo, there's no other ethnic women in here. Look at these black." I was like, "Oh my god!" So I just want to get that off my chest.
Didn't somebody say something about that very recently?
Here.
Who said
You
that?
said, huh?
You should have said, "Yeah, there's some Hispanics in here."
Who just said the same thing the other day?
Here too.
Oh, 50 said that, right? Didn't 50 say the other day that black girls be mad because they not exotic enough for me or something to that effect?
Yeah. But does he have a point, Maynard?
No, he's wrong.
Okay, cool. I just want to double check. Spud, does he have a point?
I missed that. He was saying that black women are not exotic or are exotic.
He said black women ain't exotic enough for him. He was like, black girls be mad that they're not on my level no more because I need more exotic women.
What's wrong with that?
I kind of feel, but I kind of feel him in terms of every man should have his opinion, right? We say this all the time. Some people like.
I mean, the man dated Chelsea Handler.
Yeah.
I mean,
right. He dated Chelsea Handler, and
like 50 Cent is like, you know. I mean, he also dated Vivica Fox.
Right. That was trash.
So it's not like, you know, act like 50 Cent is out here doing, you know, 50 is 50. I mean, the man did a Boys in the Hood parody on Megan Thee Stallion. It's like,
Megan!
Listen to the. God. I mean, whatever, man.
I'm done.
You know. Did he not? Did he do the? I mean, he did do the thing. Anyway, we out, y'all. Thank you so very much for listening. Thank you, everybody who tuned in on YouTube, on Periscope, as well as on Facebook Live.
Had a good time.
When Thursday, who do we have? We have L. Joy
Williams on Thursday.
All right, so L. Joy Williams, who is a political strategist. She's also on Sirius XM 126 Urban View. She'll be on to talk about voting and your civic duties and, you know, this year's election. So it's going to be great. Next Monday, we will have political analyst Michael Steele on
Analyst.
from MSNBC.
Gotta say analyst. He'll give you a hard time about that.
Yeah, so political analyst Michael Steele will be on with us on Monday. Share this podcast with your friends. Remember, go to YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. If you're not on YouTube, go to our YouTube channel, hit subscribe. Also, hit the thumbs up on Facebook and go to soundcloud.com/3blackguys with the mic and subscribe to our SoundCloud. Rate and review us on iTunes. And also, if you're looking for your beard game to be better, go to Rugged EVO, use 3guys-001 and get 10% off of your order on checkout. All right,
not one,
so
not two, not three, not four, not five, but 10% off.
3guys/001. Guys, have a fantastic week. Peace out.